Hi everyone, Letty here. I have a hashtag paper stash smash video. It's a double 12 by 12 smash. I'm going to show you all the projects I made using 2 of the paper packs from Echo Park. Welcome back everyone. So for hashtag paper stash smash, our goal is to smash 12 by 12s this month. I have just done some videos where I showed you how to smash a 12 by 12 pad. Actually, I did one Halloween video, how to smash a 12 by 12 and have no scraps left over. So I had recently picked these 2 collections up. It's the Make-A-Wish Birthday Boy, and it's by Echo Park. And then I also picked up the Make-A-Wish Birthday Girl, also by Echo Park, in a recent warehouse sale by Echo Park. And so they do those there like every month. But I did not have these 2 collections in my stash, and I thought they were adorable, absolutely adorable. So what I want to try to do is, I have about 10 days left in the month from when I'm recording this. I have about 10 days left. What I want to do is, I think I'm going to put the Christmas papers on hold. I had taken them out to try to start them this month. I think I'm going to hold and I'm going to focus on those maybe next month or December. And I'm going to actually smash both of these and try to get some birthday cards done, because I definitely need some birthday cards in my stash. Plus these are just super, super fun patterns. I want something bright and cheery. It's so, so fun. Let me do just a really quick flip through of what comes in these 2 packs. And then, because I've already done a tutorial, I've already shown how to cut your paper down, how to assemble the card in the previous Halloween video, and I'll link like a picture right here somewhere. Because I've already done that, I am going to go ahead and just smash this pad. I'm not going to do another tutorial. I'm going to just smash it, but I will come back in just a second and I'll show you all of the cards that I'm able to make from these 2 paper packs. I think I'm going to just make some more A2 gatefold gift card holder cards. I think those are just super fun, super easy, and they use up a ton of paper. So I'm able to smash through these packs very quickly. But let me show you the 2 packs. So this first one is called, again, Make-A-Wish Birthday Girl by Echo Park. It's super cute. And here are the patterns that come with it. So you've got like that sort of gingham plaid, really fun birthday prints, some candles and banners. And you've got your 3x4 cut-aparts, which that's pretty good. I think that's going to be nice to make some of those cards. Look at this super fun pink star. Absolutely love that. It's tone on tone, light color with dark color. Look at the balloons. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I absolutely love this plaid. These are definitely colors that I absolutely love. Love, love, love this. So this is going to be such a joy to craft with for the next couple of days. I don't know. It's a Sunday, so I might just break down and just make it all today. I don't know. We'll see. But lots of really fun cut-aparts. I kind of glanced over that, but lots of fun cut-aparts. This is going to be kind of sad because I'm probably going to end up using this pattern, but lots of really cute fun ones. I don't know. Maybe I'll mix it up and make some additional cards because these are super cute too. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But I definitely want to make some more of those gatefold cards. I think they're just so fun and so easy, and it's a no scrap template, so why not? Super, super fun. Look at the presents. Look at this. It's like little macaroni or something. Super cute. I've never really seen that kind of pattern. And then we've got some 4x4s. And then we've got sort of a yellow, like a larger, almost plaid kind of grid paper color. And then we've got some fun banners, some little sprinkles. And then, of course, your birthday wishes. So, so cute. This is a really, really gorgeous collection. I really like this. This is super fun. We've got this little polka dot with stripe, and then we've got some more 4x6s. Those make really easy 5x7 cards, and you just mat them up and then layer them on your card base. Here's an orange Swiss dot, or like an orange dot, and then we've got some really fun like pendants and decorations, and then of course you get your sticker sheet. And I love that this is almost like a pastel-y sort of color to it, tone to it. Love these numbers. I don't know how I'm going to use those, because I guess I could make different cards and have different numbers on them, but it sort of limits who's going to be getting what, you know what I mean, when I do add the numbers. So I might end up keeping those separate. But again, this one was the Make-A-Wish Birthday Girl. Okay, so that's that first collection. Let me swap out and let's go ahead and look at the Make-A-Wish Birthday Boy by Echo Park. So this one has more of your primary, like basic colors in it. Oh, look, you get the same little like macaroni pattern. I like the other one that had all the different colors on it though, honestly. And then you've got some really fun sort of birthday related themed items. One thing I will mention about these 2 pads is, as you can tell just by looking at it, here are the 3x4 cut-aparts, is that the patterns are pretty much exactly the same. They just change up the colors when they go from boy to girl. I love this too. And love, love, love those balloons. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this plaid. Love, love, love the color in that. Look at that. So fun. Aren't these two collections just absolutely fun? Like, can you imagine just having a ton of fun working with this? I know I am. I'm planning on having a ton of fun with this. So, and then I'll dip into Christmas. I'm going to still try to do something with Christmas by the end of this month, but if not, I will definitely tackle Christmas after Halloween is done and after, you know, when we start November. Those are some 4x4s. Then you've got, ooh, I like this green, the little dots. And then you've got some presents. Again, you've got another like grid, but this one's a blue, tone on tone. And then you've got your banners. And then you've got this one that has like the plaid and the gingham. And then you also have your birthday sentiments. I love this. I love when you have a bunch of like sentiments like this. And you've got a very similar one to the other one with the little stripes and dots. And then you've got some 4x6s. These, again, would make fantastic cards. So I may deviate from my original plan and actually make some different size cards as well on this one. We will see some real fun pinwheels as well. And then we've got the sticker sheet. And look at these really fun stickers. You get the same numbers. You get a lot of little sentiments. This is so fun. Like, I am planning on just having fun smashing these two paper packs. Hopefully I'll get them done in another few days, and then you'll see this video right away. But this is, I believe I'm recording on the 19th, just as a heads up, on October. So we'll see how fast I can get both of these smashed, depending on how much time I have. But we'll be able to see all of the final projects in just a second. I'm gonna flip straight through it. I'll do all of the behind the scenes off camera. And so the next thing you'll see is gonna be the full and final recap. So let's see what I made with these two packs. I was able to smash both of these. I wanted to make a ton of birthday cards, and that's exactly what I did. So from these two packs, I did have a few scraps, which were just the branding strips. So I don't really count these as scraps because these are extra from the 12x12 sheet. These are at the very bottom. I did not cut into any of them. I usually do, but this time I just did not. So I've got all of these branding strips. There should be, I guess, 24 of them. Okay. This was the paper scrap that I had left over from both packs. So out of 24 12x12 sheets, this is all I have left over. And I started to kind of cut some of these down into like little banners and things. But literally this is all I have from two packs, which I think is fantastic. And I really and truly probably could have gone in and added some of these little banners into some of the projects just to kind of add them in. But I kind of just did a stop and said, you know what, I'll just wait. And if I want to, I can always add it in later. But this is it. Okay. So now let me go ahead and show you the cards that I made. So I have been obsessed by making these A2 gatefold size cards. And let me tell you, I actually did a little bit of a spin this time and it was super fun. I created something that goes on the inside, and then I also did this in a 5x7. So I'm going to show you that in just a second too. But these were some of the girl version ones that I created. I did use holographic cardstock on these. If you're not familiar, this is a card that I had done a tutorial using both 6x6 or 12x12. And basically when you open it, you do have an area here for a little gift card holder. It's just a little pocket. It's sort of like a hidden pocket. And if you don't want to use it as a gift card holder, just take it out and nobody will really know that it was a pocket there. So I am putting this little bitty insert there. I do have these free on in my coffee shop or Ko-fi shop, in case you do want, if you're doing this type of project, and especially if you're going to be selling them or giving them away, you can definitely print these little inserts for free. I have them again over in my shop. I'll have that link down below in my Ko-fi or coffee shop. So the one little surprise thing that I did on here was I created these little balloon like writing spaces to go on the insides of the A2 cards. And so I wanted to do something like this a couple, projects ago, but I didn't do it. And so when I made these birthday cards, I thought this would be the perfect time to add just a little extra fun. So this is kind of designed to where you could still address it and make a quick little happy birthday message and then maybe sign it. And you'd have still a ton of this really gorgeous birthday paper showing. I did add some of the little confetti pieces. This was from a recent punch that I had picked up from Ollie's, one of my Ollie's hauls. I have that, if I can, I'll link it down below or at the end, but I was able to pick up that punch and it was like an EK Tools punch for $1. But otherwise I just add all of my pretty paper here and we have a gift card holder. I thought this was super fun. And by the way, these balloons, so in case you want something like this, I have these sized for an A2 size card. And I do have the file over in my coffee shop as well. I do have it for sale, but what I did was I gave you a bunch of different versions where you have happy birthday here. So I think there's like 4 sheets maybe that you get. One is blank and then one has happy birthday. You literally can just print them and then you can just fussy cut the way that I did very easily. It's a very easy fussy cut, and then you would glue it down into your A2 size card, and that way you can still show a lot of that gorgeous paper, okay? I think it's just super fun. It just makes it super fun when you're making these birthday cards, or any type of birthday card, or really any kind of card that's gonna have a balloon, you know, like a celebration, let's celebrate, Happy New Year's, all kinds of fun stuff. So let me go ahead and show you all of my cards real quick from these kinds of cards, the gatefold. So the insides are all going to look very similar because I did the same layout. And again, if you have not seen my tutorial for this, you can definitely check it out. I'll try to see if I can link at least one of the tutorials at the very end. If not, I'll try to link it down in the description box below. But if you just go to my main channel, like to my channel videos, you should be able to see all of the tutorials for this. Super, super fun. This is absolutely one of my favorite cards right now. I did a tutorial originally using 6x6 on World Card Making Day. And then I came back and used a Halloween paper and did a 12x12 tutorial. So depending on what size paper you have, you can absolutely make this. The fun part about the 12x12 version is that it's a no scrap template. So you can make this card and not use any scrap and not have any scraps at all. Now these last three, I ran out of 3x4 cut aparts. And so I went ahead and just created some little designs using the stickers that came in the collection on the sticker sheet. So those were the first part of the gatefold cards. Okay. Now I did have a few scraps. And so I did make a few scrap cards. I have two that kind of look like this. I did pop this up on foam dimensional tape, and I believe this was actually a freebie, a digital that I had given to my YouTube members on World Card Making Day. So it had, I think, 12 different sentiments, and I went ahead and I pulled two of the birthday ones and I put them on these two cards. These were some scraps that I had left over. Again, I brought in that confetti punch from EK Tools, and then on the inside, I used some scraps to kind of layer in a little bit of extra in the inside of the card. So both of these are pretty much the same thing. I have it popped up with foam dimensional tape from Dollar Tree. This one was a fun one. I was able to use that sticker. Usually on the 12x12 sheets of stickers, it has like a long like washi strip, and so I just cut it down and added that little border, added some fun little confetti on the front, and did pop up that as well. And again, this was one of the sentiments in the freebie for my YouTube members. So, and then on the inside, super fun. I added the last sticker that I had, another little scrap here from that washi strip, some more confetti, and another little flag just to decorate. So definitely use your scraps, use whatever you have to make your cards. Super easy. So I was able to get 3 of those scrap cards. I think they're super fun. Brought in that holographic cardstock as well. Now let me show you. I had some 4x4s. And so I went ahead and I matted them and then added them to some of these larger card bases. I think these are like 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I picked them up from Hobby Lobby, like on a clearance sale, I think. And so I did add the holographic cardstock. And then what I wanted to do, because I had this large sort of solid piece right here of cardstock, I added some glossy accents. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice, but you see like little dots all the way around. That is glossy accents. And so I just added them to the cards just to kind of make it fun. I did add glossy accents to some of the like layers of and things on the front of the card that I thought would probably look better kind of glazed. And so I think these turned out super fun. These are super cute. And these are some large square cards. I think they go in like a 6x6 envelope. Now, there was the boy version of these 4x4s. And so I did do some of these with the boy version as well. And I did not really decorate the insides, which is where I said I probably could have come back and added those final scraps into the insides. And I might still do that. We shall see. But at least for right now, I wanted to just kind of have fun with what I had here and not and kind of keep moving on because there's so much that I want to craft right now. Now, as far as the 5x7, I did do some 5x7 cards. Let me show you the 5x7 gatefold gift card holder card, okay? So this is a super fun one. Okay, here's what I came up with. So we're using a 4x6 cut apart. We do have a large mat and it's like 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Now, instead of using patterned paper back here, the way that we did on our other cards over here, okay, you see how we have patterned paper? Because I knew it was going to be very little showing, I went ahead and just opted to do some solid cardstock instead. Okay, so that's what I did. This is a 5x7 card size base. When you open it, it does have the same panels. I did use an additional 4x6 cut apart on the inside. Sometimes they have these that have like the writing spaces, and I thought that would be perfect to put on the inside of the card. I did also embellish with a little bit more of that punch confetti, and then I layered a mat of the holographic cardstock and then another mat of the regular cardstock. That was super fun. The beauty of this one is, depending on if you can glue at least a little bit closer when you're making the card, you glue a little closer to the ends, this actually will hold dollar bills. So I have one of my prop bills from when I do my budgeting. I also do budgeting videos on this channel occasionally. And so I use prop bills because I budget electronically. But so that's what I have in here. But technically it's a little bit of a tight fit, but you can put money or you could put gift cards. So I thought that was super fun, just a little bit of a different take. And for somebody who likes 5x7 cards as opposed to A2 size cards, I thought that was a fantastic option for you. Plus, you're able to use those 4x6 cut aparts. So when you buy kits like this that are 12x12 packs, a lot of times they're going to give you like 3x4 cut aparts. They're going to give you 4x6 cut aparts. They'll probably give you like 2x2s and all kinds of different sizes. You don't have to just automatically, use the back or not be able to use them. You absolutely could make this type of card. So if this is a card that you want to see a tutorial on, it's slightly different than this one. As you can see, it looks slightly different. You can see how big this cut apart is compared to that one. But if you want to see a tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. If I get enough people that say yes, I will make a tutorial for y'all with whatever next collection I'm using, which might be the Winnie the Pooh collection. But that is what this card looks like. So I did do, of course, a couple more. I did have some of these 4x6s that were sort of a horizontal layout. So these are still fun though to do because you can actually still use those 4x6 cut aparts that go horizontally. So I thought this still worked. And this is of course a pocket here. You can put money or you could put your gift card holder there. I thought these were fun and a great way to use those 4x6s. Here's another one. Just mixed and matched my cardstock. What I love about this project too is that you're able to use your 65-pound weight cardstock because you don't need a very sturdy one because you're putting so many layers. So I thought that was super fun. Now, I did do some cards that are more plain and they're just regular 5x7s where I layered up a 4x6 cut apart on top of a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mat. And then I added a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 cardstock mat on these cards. I did add a little bit of glossy accents on some of these. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in the middle of all the bows. And then I did decorate the insides of the cards as well. And here's where I went a little ham and like really decorated with stickers. I was able to use up all the final stickers. This was a 4x4 cut apart that I put here, and then I added stickers and I added my scraps. I thought this turned out super fun. So imagine you're getting a card, you open it, you got a little message, but you got all this fun surprise goodness on the inside as well. So I thought that was super fun as well. Now on this one, I did add some more glossy accents on the little shapes. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you'll be able to see that. And then I added some on all of the like banners and pendants and rosettes and things. And then I did add one little 4x4 cut apart here, and then some sticker and also a scrap as well. I'd already run out of stickers by the time I got to this one. So I just used whatever I had left over. And then I have one more, and this one's a vertical one. Same thing, added some stickers, added glossy accents to make the little elements shiny. I thought that would be super fun. You can kind of see there the shine. And then I went ahead and I added, and I had this scrap and I had this 4x4. Wasn't real sure what to do, so I just kind of layered them like this, and I figured we could write up here and somebody could enjoy all these fun stickers and stuff down here. So that was those part of the cards. Now, for the last little bit, I did have a few of these little 2x2 cut aparts left over. And so what I did was, and by the way, this is pretty much just this one pack. I haven't even shown you the cards from the other one. It's going to be a long video. But I got so many cards out of this. So I had these 2x2s that I had, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I went ahead and just made these super basic little 3x3 cards. I figured what I could do is I can punch a hole and make tags out of them. I have a video where I've done this before. I might even come on later and do another video where I just do that real quick on camera because it's super easy. But I wanted to kind of at least show you. So I did also do doodle lines on here. So I have the 2x2, and then I have a holographic mat, okay? And the holographic cardstock mat is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I have a cardstock mat, and that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. and then I did some doodle lines with an archival ink pen. Okay, and then like I said, I put a little bit of a little scrap, whatever scraps I had, I put them on the inside. So let me just kind of quickly show you what these look like. And I just sort of mixed and matched, added some of that cardstock that I had in my stash. This is a great, these projects are great cardstock busters as well. So of course you want to go through your paper stash, but sometimes it's nice to kind of go through some of that, you know, colored cardstock that we bulk up on sometimes. I buy a ton of it on clearance, and so it's just kind of nice to be able to use it sometimes. So those were the majority. In fact, that's all of the cards I made with the girl collection. Let me show you the rest of the boy collection. So I also did have some different projects. Now, I had seen a little quick tutorial video from another person who's on in this collab with me, the Paper Stash Smash collab. It was Michelle Allen. And so I will leave Michelle's channel or the video that I saw for this project down in the description box below. I think she's done this several times. And when I saw her video on this, it was recent. I thought this was a super fun project. And so at the very end, after I had made some of the other cards, I had just a couple sheets left over, and that's why you're going to see the same patterns over and over. But I thought this was such a fun project and definitely worth trying. And this might be something that I do on my channel too. But again, I'll link you to Michelle's channel down in the description box below. So thank you so much to Michelle for inspiring for this one. Now, this one is I think she calls it a never ending like mini album or something. It is small. It's A2 size. So it's the same as if you were using like an A2 size card. You see that? In theory, you could put it in an envelope, like an A2 envelope if it fit. So this is the front of the little album. I went ahead and added a little piece of a cardstock. This was something that I cut down from a 4x6, and I matted it with holographic. And then I did go ahead and pop it up on foam dimensional tape. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I added holographic cardstock and then another scrap. The way that it works is you open it here, and you've got a panel here and a panel here, and you could write or you could add little pictures. Same thing over here. And then it opens up this way. So you've got more area here for writing or for pictures. You close this, then you're going to go ahead and open the second page. You've got a spot here, you got a spot here, and then you open it up again this way. And I did put in a little pocket here with a little cut apart. I cut down a cut apart. A space here. Look, that's that washi strip. Then you close that. This is the back, but guess what? You've got an inside as well. So then I have a spot here where you can put a picture or writing. And I did go ahead and make a pocket here where you got a place to write, but you also have a pocket. So I did have one little scrap left over, and I thought I would make a little bookmark. I want to laminate it, and I didn't get a chance to. So the next time I take out my laminator, I'm going to laminate this, and then I'm probably going to put it in this pocket with a little bit of like fuzzy stuff coming out, some twine or, you know, something, right? And so that will be a cute little bookmark to show that there is a pocket right here. Now, I did have a couple of stickers left over because of these numbers. I wasn't really sure. So I think what I'm going to do is probably just stick them in the pocket as well. But I'm going to wait till I'm able to laminate that little bookmark, and I will, you know, put some fun stuff on it. And that way it's kind of popping out of the front of the album. So then you've got those two spots, you close it, and you're back to the front. So it's literally, it's like never ending. You just keep flipping and keep flipping, and you keep flipping, and it just keeps going. Okay, super fun. Again, I believe that was Michelle Allen. I will link her channel down below and the video that I saw, so you can go get all the measurements, get the tutorial for right now, in case you definitely want to check that out. So that was one project I did. Okay, and here were again the extra little bits and pieces that I had from that. I did do some cards, so I also made some cards. I had one scrap card I cut down a 4x6, and I made this card, and I decorated it on the inside with some stickers and another 4x4 cut apart. So again, just using everything I had. I did do some gatefold cards. So I did the same project with the same sort of, you know, kind of layouts and everything. I had a super fun time making these as well. These are some of my favorite cards, and they use up so much paper. It's amazing how much paper these are actually using up. It's so crazy, which is fantastic. I did the same thing where I had to use some stickers to make some of those cut aparts, but I think they turned out super cute, super fun. I might list a couple of batches of some of these cards because this is quite a bit. I might list some in my Etsy shop just to kind of get rid of some, make some room. So in case you're interested, I might list some of those very soon. But I thought they were just super fun, super fun. Now this last card, it's gonna flip from the opposite side because it was actually an oopsie. And so I did do an extra little bonus video with my members, my YouTube members. I do have memberships now, but I did a little extra video where I showed how we could fix the oopsie, because I literally had my cut apart was like vertical this way. And so when you opened it, everything was upside down. So I talked a little bit about how I would fix certain like oopsies, and then I went ahead and I fixed it on camera. And so now it works, but again, it's flipping from the opposite side, but it's still a very cute card. So, and then I did do some 5x7 cards, but I did not do any of the gatefold ones. I just did 4x6s. I was able to utilize those cut aparts on the inside too. And so I think these just turned out super fun. I did not add any glossy accents on these yet. I wanted to show you the cards. I think I may come back though and add a little bit of glossy accents just to really finish them off before I either use them or get rid of them or sell them or whatever. Okay. So I think that was super fun. Now, just like the girl version, I had some 2x2s. So I did make some 2x2s. And again, I added scraps on the inside, whatever scraps I had left over. I did the exact same process. I just layered up the holographic cardstock with a 2x2, some regular cardstock, and then I added some doodle lines and then added them to that card. The little card base is just a little 3x3 card base. And then pretty much just call it a day. Added the scrap on the inside. So those were all of the cards. That's a ton of cards, right? I don't even know how many, but I'm probably close to about 100 now, counting every single thing. I didn't count them though, but I've got a ton of cards from both of these projects. Again, it is the Make-A-Wish birthday girl, birthday boy, and both of them were from Echo Park. And all of this was for the hashtag Paper Stash Smash collab. We have a video coming out every first of the month to show you what we did in the previous month and talk about what we're doing next month. We also have a ton of stuff coming for next year, so definitely stay tuned for all of that. It's going to be a ton of fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, happy crafting. Thanks so much for visiting, everyone. Drop me a comment with your favorite heart emoji to let me know that you made it this far in the video. Happy crafting.